If you've ever wondered how the pros create that whip-like power, it's all in this moment right here, the lag, the load in your downswing, the secret move that stores energy and releases pure compression. Let's break it down.
Being explosive into impact is crucial. It's crucial to set yourself free through impact so that you can create the club head speed you are looking for, but not only that, we're looking for divots, we're looking for energy, and we're looking for efficiency. Getting the top half of your body and the bottom half of your body talking to each other so that you can feel like you can get through the shot is absolutely crucial. Now, using the weight of the golf club to do this is absolutely paramount. But not only do we want to make sure that we're using the weight of the golf club, we want to make sure that we're using our leg action. You can't move through the golf ball if your upper body and your lower body are not talking to each other. To get that to happen, we need to put energy into the bottom, your feet, and we need to put energy in through the top, the hands. Now, for most golfers, they're always thinking about how handsy they are. Oh, Stuart, I feel all too handsy with my golf swing. Well, let me tell you, you've got to have hands in the golf swing. And that shot there didn't work out too bad. The hands in the golf swing are the speed and energy down at the golf ball. If I hit the golf ball without any hand action, I just hit it with one long lever, I would be weak as a kitten. So we want to make sure that the levers are explosive down at the bottom. Now, if you've got a light end, the grip, and you've got a heavy end, the club head, you have got a real mechanical advantage that grip can move much faster than the club head. So you can see the speed at which this grip is moving and how slow the club head is moving. So I've got to really encourage you to use your levers. And what I mean by your levers, the levers are your arms and the club shaft. The arms and the club shaft swing with a hinge in the middle of it. So there's the hinge, there's the golf club swinging, and what powers the two levers and the hinge is the shoulder. The shoulder movement comes from hip action. The more you move your hips, the more your chest will open. So it's a network of levers, energy, to give that golf club the speed down at strike, but not only the speed down at strike, we're looking for straight shots as well. And as soon as we get shots going offline, we immediately start to shut down the levers. I've got a great drill here that's going to engage your lower half and really give you the sensation that you can get the levers loading. Now, when we swing this golf club out in front of us and I move it with the grip and the handle at the same rate, you can see that I don't really have too much energy difference between the head and the handle. Now I move the golf club back and I pull the grip, all of a sudden I can get an advantage with the club grip over the club head. When we start the golf swing, when the club is on the floor, when it's down in front of the golf ball, as soon as I move that club away, the grip has got an advantage over the head. So we end up seeing a lot of draggers of the golf club away from the ball. This dragging of the golf club invariably then makes the club set too late. And as soon as that club starts to set too late, the club head swinging back at the golfer then encourages the golfer to push the club head away. So this is where you get this drag, load, and cast. Drag, load, cast. And that mechanism is what kills off golf swings. To oppose that drag, load, cast effect, which goes on with 99% of all golfers, I promise you, even though it doesn't look as dramatic as I display, you are absolutely putting too much energy in that grip, and a lot of that energy causes the club head to swing too much on the inside. And if you want to fix that takeaway, go check out that video there. It will absolutely cure it, I promise you. So I've got a drill here that's going to enable the weight of the golf club to encourage it to start to load on the way down. So we're going to take the golf club, get yourself set up, lift the club above the ball. Move the club to the left, and as you move the club to the left, what I want you to do is move the grip and the head at the same rate. Can you see that? The grip and the head is moving at the same rate. Now as it's moving at the same rate, as I move it back, all of a sudden you can start to see how the grip and the head are moving at the same rates. As opposed to when the club is on the floor behind the ball, I get this sensation that the grip can move too quickly. So we're going to move towards the target, move back. I'm just going to back away from the ball here to demo this to start with. Move it towards the target, halfway back, and then when you start to feel your left arm get parallel to the floor, I want you to move the club down. And what you'll start to feel is the difference between no load, where the arms and the club shaft are moving together, and a pull, where you feel the club load. And at that point, that pull moment, where the club then starts to load itself back at you, there's your angle of attack. Now down at the bottom of the ball, we're now looking to make sure that that club can unload at the right spot. So I'm looking to make that golf club to unload to the left of the ball, towards the target, away from the target. There's the load, there's the swing. So without activating with my leg action, and I'm coming onto that in a moment, I'm just using my levers in a different manner. So I can go above the ball, towards the target, away from the target, pull and load. And that starts to get the club loading in transition. Look at the angle of attack and where it went to. Now the reason why the path went outside in at 4.5 and the face to path was a little open is because I didn't use my lower half. And as soon as I do that, the club gets pulled in a straight line, which most golfers are doing, particularly if they're trying to work it inside out. The face was left open. I'm going to do that again. I move it towards the target, back, load it, pull the club in the direction of the target. Just look at how far right that golf ball went. I hit down at 6.4. My path on this occasion started to drop on the inside. Club head back, face open, popped it out to the right. Now what I'm going to do is start to fire up my leg action. So what I want to do is feel more of a push as I start to pull. So with the use of my beautiful Wolverson wedges, not a paid promotion, you can find the link in the description below. So I put the wedge under my lead foot. I move the golf club towards the target. I move it back. You can see that this is all in one piece here. No leverage here at all. I'm making my hips move a little bit. I'm moving my chest a little bit. As my left arm gets to the parallel to the ground, I'm going to pull. And what I'm doing is I'm using the energy of the head that moves in the opposite direction that allows the club to load. Now, as I pull, I'm going to use my foot. Pull and use my foot. Now you can see that my left hip starts to open up more. So we're going to drag the golf ball in. Won't do that too much, or else it'll move outside of TrackMan. Now lift it up. Move to the left, move to the right, load and push. So now I've got my left hip, my left leg firing as I'm pulling, which is going to give me that energy down at strike that I'm looking for. Hip back, pull, load, dead straight. TrackMan didn't get the data, but I can assure you those data points are absolutely on point again. So that pull moment, push moment, lines it all up at the bottom. Now it's really, really important that you recognize the head weight over the grip weight. Because when you recognize the head weight over the grip weight, there's that load moment. Now that's what we're trying to feel at the top of the golf swing. That moment that the grip can start to load. Load. Load, push. Load and push, which allows you to feel energy in that transition. So when we start to get to the top of the backswing, using this drill, where we push it towards the target, back, pull and push, I really start to get some explosion occurring down at the bottom of the ball. that mechanism of using the heavy end against the light end by swinging the club towards the target first, that allows the club grip and the club head to move as one. Making it move as one is crucial so that you can start to feel like you engage the load on the way down. The reason why we don't want you to start it from the ground is because it's all far too easy to pull the grip. But once you've done this a few times and you feel the club head and the handle move past the ball at the same rate, look at that takeaway, how that club head's not moving inside anymore. So when you then start to take the golf club away, you can start to feel how the grip and the head move away at the same rate, which allows you to then start to pull and encourage load angles. So the angles of the tack, the path line, the face to path are all starting to match up, but I'm starting to produce more energy from the belt line up and to the belt line downwards. Make sure that you get yourself a good grip, and you might want to check out that video there to fix that up for you. Hopefully that's been insightful.
Are you tired of paying too much for your premium leather golf gloves? Head over to gxgolfgloves.com. These are gloves tried and trusted by elite amateurs and tour players alike. Enter my code GOODCOACHING to receive 10% off your next order. Go try them out, you won't be disappointed.
I've loved showing you this little canny drill that's going to give you lots of power and energy. That, my friends, is good coaching.